Golf Pick'em Expert Picks. Brought to you by FootJoy.
We are back for another week of Golf Pick'em in the NBC Sports Predictor app. I'm Will Gray, joined by Nick Menta. Nick, this week we've got the first WGC event since the lockdown. We're playing at TPC Southwind in Memphis, and we want to start right at the top. World number one, world number two, Jon Rahm against Rory Mcilroy. Who do you like?
I feel like I keep beating my head against the wall, picking Rory every week, expecting him to once again look like Rory. And I'm going to do it again, Will Gray. Let's look at Rory's career in WGC events. In 30 starts in WGC stroke plays, Rory Mcilroy has finished in the top 10 21 times. He's been fifth or better 13 times. He's won twice. I will take Rory at a WGC every time.
I acknowledge and respect those stats, and I'm still going to go the other way. This is the first start ever for Jon Rahm as world number one, coming off that thrilling victory at the Memorial Tournament. Hopefully he doesn't have any issues with chip shots and penalties and violations in the sort this week. But I think that he's really going to play well. And Rory does not have a top 10 finish since we returned from the lockdown. Still trying to find his form. I'll ride the hot hand and the new world number one, Jon Rahm. All right, Nick, two of the longest hitters in the field this week, both of whom have had some success in recent weeks. Bryson DeChambeau, Justin Thomas. Which way are you leaning in Memphis?
I don't anticipate that Bryson's 10 back at the Memorial means anything for his future. Instead, I'm just not quite sure that he likes this golf course. When he played this event before it was a WGC, he missed the cut once, and another time he tied for 45th. Last year, when it was a WGC, he was 48th in the field of 63. As a result, I'll side with Justin Thomas, who was 12th here last year, and who can make birdies in bunches on any golf course.
Yeah, you look back at last year's final pairing, Brooks and Rory, and you think that new Bryson with his super long game off the tee is going to have some success. But I'm with you. I'm still taking JT. If you go back to last July, 20 worldwide starts, Justin Thomas has finished outside the top 18 3 times. Incredible consistency. I think that trend continues this week on a course where he tied for 12th a year ago. All right, Nick, this is the all question mark matchup. I have no idea what's going on with either player. Brooks Koepka and Dustin Johnson, both struggling, looking for form. Who finds it at Southwind?
Yes, this is an embarrassment of riches, this matchup. Do I want the guy who is coming off of rounds of 80, 80, 78, or the guy who I correctly predicted to lose to his brother last week? I will take the latter. I'll take Brooks. It's tough to tell if DJ, if his back is bothering him, if this is just a run of poor form, or if it's both. As for Koepka, he's motivated to pick up points in short order as he is still outside the FedEx Cup top 125. I will take him with a sense of urgency, even though both players have, as I'm sure you'll note, won on this golf course before.
Yeah, is Brooks really motivated to get in the top 125 and make the playoffs? I'm not entirely sure that he's not looking forward to a little break. 137th in strokes gained approach, 140th in strokes gained putting. Just some eye-poppingly bad numbers for Brooks Koepka. I'm going to lean on course form and history. Dustin Johnson won this event twice before it was a WGC. He had 4 top 10s in 6 appearances. Clearly likes this course. I know Koepka won last year, but he is a far different player than he was a year ago. I'll take my chances with the guy that just withdrew last week, Dustin Johnson. Nick, it's a rerun of the playoff at TPC Scottsdale earlier this year. Webb Simpson against Tony Fenow. Webb got the edge in February. Who do you think gets the edge in Memphis?
Yeah, 2 straight disappointing Sundays for Tony Fenow, who continues to struggle with his final round scoring average. That being said, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the first 36 to 54 holes. Whether he wins or not this week, whether he's a runner-up again or not this week, this feels like a situation where you continue to ride the hot hand with Fenow and let his play dictate when you're going to stop picking him. There's no reason to jump ship early. I'll take Fenow.
Here I am jumping ship early. I'm going to go with Webb Simpson. Listen, I know Fenow's been playing well, but I think that the Sunday issues are starting to wear on him. For the second week in a row, he's got a new caddy. He's going with his brother Gipper this week and next week at the PGA. Webb loves this course. Finished second last year, finished tied for third a few years back before it was a WGC. And of course, he's playing really well, recently highlighted by that win at the Heritage. I think that Webb is the more steady pick and the guy who I know will deliver if he's in contention on Sunday. All right, Nick, 2 guys who have had recent success at WGC events, Xander Schauffele, Patrick Reed. Who do you like in Memphis?
Yeah, Schauffele has quietly been one of the more consistent performers of the restart. He's finished in the top 20 in 4 of his 5 events. The best performance of that bunch, he really should have won at Colonial. He let the tournament slip through his hands. He's won a WGC before. He's lost another in a playoff. He likes big stages. I'll take Xander.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think Xander's flying under the radar, and we're going to hear from him in a big way this week. He's top 10 in multiple strokes gained categories. I know that Reed won earlier this year in Mexico, but he has also been quiet since the break. I think that this is a week for Xander to shine. I like him over Patrick Reed. Two one-time American stars, maybe looking for a little bit of current form. Phil Mickelson and Ricky Fowler. Who do you think has the edge this week in Memphis, Nick?
I can't believe I'm going to do this, Will, because every time you give me a matchup that involves Phil Mickelson, I pick the other guy irrespective of who it is. But I'm rolling the dice on Phil this week. From 2013 to 2018, Phil Mickelson did not finish worse than 12th at TPC Southwind. He had 2 runner-ups. This is a different event. He played poorly last year, I know, but there's only so many times I can get pumped up to pick lefty. This is one of them.
I'm totally with you. I like the course form, and he has made 3 straight cuts. And in this sort of pillow fight of a matchup right now, 3 straight made cuts, that's pretty good. That's enough for me to get on his side. And Ricky, remember, he skipped this event last year. He's missed 3 of 5 cuts since returning from the break. It feels like it's been ages since we saw Ricky Fowler's name on the leaderboard. I don't think that drought ends this week. Give me Phil, and I'll take my chances. Nick, a replay of the playoff earlier this year at Colonial. Daniel Berger and Colin Morikala. Who gets your vote?
As much as it pains me to ever short my own Colin Morikawa stock, Daniel Berger is a 2-time winner at TPC Southwind. He's finally been healthy, overcoming that wrist injury. He's played brilliant golf all season. I'm not scared off by the miscut at Memorial. I'm sure I will kick myself on Sunday where Morikawa's right there, but I'm taking Berger.
Yeah, that miscut for Berger ended a run of 4 straight top 5 finishes. He's been really playing some solid golf in 2020. But someone's got to pick Colin Morikala. If you're not going to do it, I'm going to do it. He still leads the tour in strokes gained approach. He's 6th in tee to green. He is playing week in and week out like a top 10 player in the world. I think that he's going to continue that trend this week in Memphis. Don't care that it's his first time at this event. Don't care at all. I think he's going to be the guy to take over Daniel Berger. All right, Nick, those are our picks for these 7 head-to-head matchups. But as you know, in Golf Pick'em, we need a tournament winner to go along with those matchup selections. So who's your pick to lift the trophy on Sunday in Memphis?
The new world number 2, Rory Mcilroy. He rips off WGC victory number 4 and then tries to pull off the double dip at the PGA Championship for the 2nd time in his career, just like he did at Firestone and Valhalla in 2014. William, who you got?
I like that pick. I can see that happening, but I'm going to go in a little different direction. This feels like a very Xander Schauffele week. He's won a WGC event. He's won a Tour Championship. He's under the radar. It feels like when we're not talking about Xander, he eventually pops up and gives us a reason to talk about him. The ball striking stats are there. The recent form is there. 4 straight top 20 finishes since the break. I think that this is a week where he gets back in the winner's circle and stamps his name as one of the contenders heading into next week's PGA. So those are our picks. Remember, go on the NBC Sports Predictor app. Make your selections for Golf Pick'em for the WGC-FedEx St. Jude Invitational. We'll be back next week for another round of matchups, another round of picks, sure to go wrong. For Nick Menta, I'm Will Gray. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next week.
Golf Pick'em Expert Picks. Brought to you by FootJoy.